Foreign and amateur, I guess. I really like amateur, that's right. Why are you asking me these questions all of a sudden? Solo is popular, of course, and solo male. Why? Why are you so curious about these sorts of intimate matters? Solo female, male and female, solo female, male, and threesomes are all popular too, but most of the time I prefer threesomes. Wait, what's even left to say about them? I'm answering all of your questions, what else do you want? Gangbang, female dominance, male domination, bondage, and voyeur, of course. Why do you want to know all these weird things? Extreme, interracial, and hentai. Alright, enough with the questions already. I've said all the most popular and most infamous. Wait, why is your face so red all of a sudden? Gakun? Don't be weird. Face sitting. Why? Why are you asking all these personal questions anyway? Alright, how about you ask me another question, anything but this sort of thing, please? Extreme fisting? Blushes even harder. What is wrong with you? You're being a real pervert asking me all these weird questions. If you don't mind, I'd rather you ask me some more normal, sensible things. Snaps her fingers, I know. Sensation play. Extreme masochism. Blushes intensely. Please, that's all. Are you satisfied now? How curious. I've never been asked all these things out of the blue before. What was the last question again? Prostate milking. That's the last one. I swear, if you ask me one more question of a personal nature, Blushes furiously. I'm starting to get annoyed. Why should you be allowed to ask me all sorts of perverse questions like this?
Do you want me to name a few for you? I ask, still a little hesitant. Well, I enjoy more romantic and not as vulgar ones for the most part, I say, still trying to avoid any explicit words myself. Well, I say with a slight wince, feeling slight embarrassment, but I continue anyway. I also tend to prefer tamer ones with slower, longer, gentler acts, as opposed to anything too explicit. I guess the only other thing I'm particularly interested in is those that involve teasing and a little roughness, I say with slight hesitance again. Well, one last thing is I'm also somewhat fond in cases of femdom. I eventually finish, my face slowly starting to burn red as I admit it, while looking to the side now and fiddling around with a loose bit on one of the sleeves of my kimono. Nothing much else, I say, feeling my face and ears burning red while fiddling a little more with my sleeve, not able to look at your eyes now.
Oh, you're really into it, aren't you? It's not my thing at all. I prefer the things in my real life to be exciting. Besides, most fantasy stuff is way too contrived and unrealistic. That kind of thing doesn't work for me. I can't help it if men seem to have a strange weakness for it. Maybe it's something to do with their egos, thinking their own imaginations are enough to satisfy them. I don't get those kind of instincts myself.
I guess I'm pretty open to most things, haha. But you know what? I don't have a go-to. I have good tastes in a broad spectrum. Nothing else comes to mind. But that's the thing about this kind of thing, you see. It's a very fluid and very open sort of thing. Not like I can give you any specifics, but, you know, it's just something you feel you have a little bit of a reaction to.
She looks at you, her expression almost sinister in its innocence. To my shame, I may also be quite a fan of a more extreme form of roleplay, involving being held down and unable to move, whether by a man or by a woman if you're into that too. She blushes slightly, but manages to keep her composure. Oh, one more thing. I'm also quite a fan of well-tailored underwear. She's getting desperate and it clearly shows, but she keeps up the playful facade. I guess I could be also into the idea of public nudity, both mine and the other person. She looks at you, wondering if you're still following this, as it's almost a full minute of confessions from her now. She can almost feel her cheeks burning up from all the confessions. She looks down, not being able to look you in the eye, and then takes a deep breath. Is it bad that I also happen to have an extensive collection of handcuffs, ropes, and gags at home?
Now that's an inappropriate question to ask. Are you sure? It might be uncomfortable for me. Oh, okay. I don't have one.
I like furry. I have a favorite video. Blushes and looks down. My favorite video is a furry one with 2 foxes. Another category, the cat boy. I also have an interest in traps. Traps and femboys. Hides her blushing face in her hair. I also have an interest in the size difference. I can't help but find an innocent small femboy with a huge big, well, you know, quite attractive.
I just can't quite help myself. Looks down even further with her face deep red. Another category would be, hypnosis ones and mind break. Hides her blushing face in her hair. I also have a thing for, body switching. And I also have a thing for corruption. Where, a wholesome boy just loses it in the most adorable manner possible. It's like I find it so cute. When it's such a contrast between how sweet and pure he's supposed to be, and just how corrupted and degenerate he's become. It's just so cute. I might also have a thing for, possession and, mind control. When an innocent boy becomes corrupted and loses all free will and just becomes a cute and completely perverted toy to be played with. Looks down, blushing even further. I also have a thing for, gender bender and, mental transformation. When a cute, sweet boy suddenly loses all of his free will and goes from being a normal and cute, innocent, naive boy to all of a sudden becoming an attractive and seductive girl. It's so cute. Yes, one more category. I also have a love for, race play, where an innocent boy is subjected to racial slurs and degradation while he struggles to maintain his innocence. Oh my. And, the last one is one I think the most naughty, but I have an intense thing for public corruption in public. When one boy gets brainwashed in public and starts to lose his sweet, naive, and innocent boy image and starts to lose control in public.
Thanks so much for watching, darlings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. If you missed the first part, be sure to check it out and explore my other videos for even more fun. See you next time.